Start your day with Mornings with Vernon on WBQP, Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 9 a.m. Watch on Channel 12 and listen on WBQP Radio on your phone, Alexa, or CarPlay. WBQP is your information station.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now.
Start your day with Mornings with Vernon on WBQP, Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 9 a.m. Watch on Channel 12 and listen on WBQP Radio on your phone, Alexa, or CarPlay. WBQP is your information station.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now. It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now.
Start your day with Mornings with Vernon on WBQP, Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 9 a.m. Watch on Channel 12 and listen on WBQP Radio on your phone, Alexa, or CarPlay. WBQP is your information station.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now.
Start your day with Mornings with Vernon on WBQP, Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 9 a.m. Watch on Channel 12 and listen on WBQP Radio on your phone, Alexa, or CarPlay. WBQP is your information station.
All right, Pensacola. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? Yeah, you got Vernon this morning. Vernon in the mornings, y'all. Morning with Vernon. Just enjoy yourselves. Today is Wednesday. It is January the 14th. Yeah. January the 14th, y'all. Half of January is gone already, y'all. Half of January gone already. But good morning, everybody. I want you to tell everybody that we're on this morning and how people can get the station, y'all. As I say, is on the link that you can use to put in your browser is rdo.to/WBQP. Tell everybody. That's how you can get it. You can get it right here on your phone, and you don't have to do anything else. Just get it on your phone and tell everybody how they can get it. You know, they say, "Well, I can't get your radio." Well, there it is, and from there you can take it. Also, you can get it on Alexa. But one of the things about Alexa, you go on your Alexa and go to your skills area, just like you would tell it, like you would train her to say to turn on my TV or turn on my lights or whatever. Well, there's a WBQP TV skill. Just say it. Just go in and select that, or tell Alexa to turn on the WBQP skills. Okay, and then you can get it on Alexa. You can have it anywhere that Alexa is in the house. Most folks has Alexa now instead of a radio. Instead of you dialing that dial and trying to find a station, all the thing you have to do is say, Alexa, play WBQP TV. Alexa, play WBQP radio. Just say, Alexa, play WBQP, and it'll come right up. If it don't come up, say Alexa, I want you to find the WBQP skills, okay? Because you got to enable the skill first, okay? You must enable the skills first, okay, in order for you to get Alexa to work. She only will do what you tell her to do. She's definitely AI, okay? She's most definitely AI. Okay, I want to say good morning to everybody on the sound of my voice this morning. And I noticed you noticed that we got a new feature. We got a press section in with J.O. Gatson, Press Perspective. Good morning. It's Press Perspective by J.O. Gatson every morning, part of this show. Okay? So that you, Mr. Philosopher, also he will have a show, a Press Perspective show coming on every Wednesday night on WBQP. You can call in. It's a call-in show. You can call in, and he will pray for you. But anyway, let me go to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to get the show started this morning. We're going to talk about some of the news that happening in and around your area, in and around your state, in and around your country. And sometime we might touch on a headline that is international here and there. But anyway, while I'm playing these commercials, you make sure you reach out to as many people as you can and tell them that we're on. If you're on Facebook, please like, okay? If you're on Facebook, like, comment, and share, okay? Like, comment, and share when you are on Facebook. If you please do that. Like, comment, and share on Facebook. All right, we'll be right back after these messages here.
It's time for mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now.
I still have a dream.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Parade, live on Blab TV, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
You don't want to miss the citywide celebration, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola, live on Blab TV.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up.
Looking for a moment of faith, hope, and connection? Join us for Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson, live on WBQP TV and WBQP Radio. Every first Wednesday of the month from 9 to 10 p.m. Call in, share your prayer request, and receive prayer in real time. Mark your calendar starting February 4th. Prayer, Perspective, Power. Only on WBQP TV and WBQP Radio.
Some mobile companies make it hard to get a good deal. But at Cox Mobile, we know there's a better way to save. A smarter way. That's why we run on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability without breaking the bank. You'll pay as low as $30 per line. It's a win-win. Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile.
Navigating heart care can be challenging. Baptist makes it better with the latest treatments and innovations and the area's largest, most experienced heart team ready to create a care plan just for you. All when you need us most. Let Baptist make it better. Baptist Healthcare.
And action.
Hey, it's Gambia. Today, we're talking trash, specifically bulk waste.
Starting July 1st, 2023, bulk waste service will be call for pickup. You can schedule a pickup by calling the ECUA Customer Service Department anytime before 2 p.m. on the day prior to your normal pickup day. Bulk pickup is still included at no additional charge.
Check out ecua.fl.gov for more information.
Know what to throw, 850.
Got projects in mind? A Pen Air home equity line gives you access to funds without the fees. Pen Air Credit Union. Join us.
This is Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson on your WBQP.
Father God in heaven, we come with expressions of love and gratitude, acknowledging you as Lord, God of all mankind. We come, and dear God, we bring our hearts to you as we pray. We're bent over towards you, dear God, for your consolation and comfort in our lives because of the struggles that we're dealing with in this current day time. Death all around us, sickness is prevalent. Families are distorted and broken. But yet we come because you are God, and besides thee, there's none other. So Lord, dear God, we've pressed our way like the woman with the issue of blood. She said, if I could but just touch the hem of his garment, I shall be made whole. This is our prayer. In Jesus' name, amen.
This is Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson on your WBQP.
It's time for mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it out.
All right, Pensacola, good morning. Morning with Vernon. If you got your cup of coffee yet, get your coffee. Look, I emptied my cup already. Y'all too late. Absolutely too late. Good morning to everybody. Under the sound of my voice this morning, I want to say good morning to everybody out there this morning. Yes, I will. Okay. All right, y'all. I tell you what, we're going to talk about some stuff in the news. I got a full report today. I look like I got a lot of stuff going on this morning. I want to start with a national news note, if you will. I call it a national note. Take these headphones off. Sometimes it's distract me. But anyway, a national news note this morning. It didn't really make headlines around the country, but it's important to us. I want to start a segment that I'm going to call Black News that you can use, okay? And just news coming from the Black perspective. It's coming. That's another feature that is coming on the Morning with Vernon show, okay? So we're going to talk specifically about Black news. But here's a bit of Black news that I want to talk to you about this morning. In fact, not only Black news, but this is Black history. This is January is MLK month. We're leading up to MLK Day, which is on the 19th. His birthday is on the 15th, which is going to be, I believe, is tomorrow. His real birthday. I think he was born in January 15th, 1929. Dr. King did. But we celebrate his holiday on the first Monday, on the third Monday of the month of January. But some Black history news. I know you probably have not known the name Claudette Colvin. Claudette Colvin. Keep that name in your head for a moment if you never heard that name before. Let me tell you, Claudette Colvin was the Rosa Parks before Rosa Parks was Rosa Parks. Okay, Claudette Colvin was actually the very first person that refused to get off the bus in Montgomery, Alabama. She was arrested just like Dr. King was, just like Mrs. Rosa Parks was arrested. But it kind of fell to the wayside because she was a teenager, she was pregnant, and she just didn't fit the mold of the NAACP and whomever was looking at it in terms of challenges, because they thought that she had too much baggage to carry on as well. So they did not pursue her case like they did Mrs. Rosa Parks' case. Well, I bring up Covert because she was the forerunner. She was the forerunner of Miss Rosa Parks. Well, Miss Covert passed away a couple of days ago at the age of 86. And she would go down in history as being the unsung hero of the Montgomery boycott. Okay, the Montgomery boycott, or that she was the forerunner of Mrs. Rosa Parks, and perhaps gave Mrs. Rosa Parks the motivation to do the same thing that she did. But because she was young, because she was pregnant, and because, various factors, she did not get the same recognition. But I just wanted to tell you that she passed on yesterday from at the age of 86. Okay, at the age of 86. Some more good news, if you will. Locally, Mr. Jeremy J. Williams had put his name in the hat for the mayor race in Pensacola. Jeremy is an African American, a young up and coming African American. I think he ran for District 1, one of the political offices, and came very close just very recently. Now he has put his name in the hat, among others, to run for mayor of the city of Pensacola. That's it. That is a great thing. Okay, it's a great thing that he put his name in the hat. All right, Mr. Justin Williams. I think if you don't know this young man, I think I got a picture of him. It's this young man right here. Okay, I believe that is Justin Williams. Justin. I'm calling him Justin because you know how old folk get and they can't remember names. His name is Jeremy Williams. Watch this name. Watch this young man. He's an up and coming political star. Okay, up and coming political star. So keep your eye out on him. Okay, keep your eye on him. All right, let's talk about some other stuff that's around the country and around the area. There was a lane closure up in Century. I guess around McDavid. An RV caught a fire, and they had to close the southbound lane of Highway 29 around McDavid area on yesterday. So if you were traveling up and down that area and you heard why the traffic was stopped and they had to detour folks, and well, what the reason for that is because an RV caught on fire and they had to close the road until they can get that situated. Okay. Also, the Wahoos, your favorite baseball team, is announcing some staff promotions. So you got to, I didn't get too deep into it, who's getting promoted and who's not down at the Wahoos, but they did send out a press release saying that they are announcing some promotions down there. Okay, sure is. Another bit of news, as locally and statewide, but particularly here in Pensacola, they are closing 3 more stores. Winn-Dixie stores. Okay, 3 more Winn-Dixie stores are being closed here in the area. Okay. And what they intend to do, just like they've done with several other Winn-Dixie stores, they're being converted to Aldi's, Aldi's or Aldi's or something like that. Okay, that chain of grocery stores. So, look for Winn-Dixie no more, because I believe we only got 3 left in Pensacola, and so they're being converted to Aldi's. Okay, so if you buy your food at Winn-Dixie, be prepared to start looking at the Aldi's stores, okay? White and Field, y'all, right here in Santa Rosa County, they won the award for being the best base in town, okay? The best base. So, congratulations to NAS White and Field, oh, yeah. NAS White and Field. Alrighty. ECUA has issued a boil water after a water main broke up and around in one of our community, right up around Ferguson and Ladyburg Lane. Excuse me. So, make sure that if you're living up in that area, right around the Ferguson area, right around Ladyburg Lane, I know a lot of folks that live up and down that area. Well, they had a main to break, and they as a cautionary tale. Okay, as a cautionary tale, they are asking that you boil your water until further notice. Okay, until further notice. All right, the University of West Florida has selected a new chief of police out there, okay, for the University of West Florida. And speaking of chief of police, we also are in the process of trying to select a chief of police here in Pensacola. We have 3 candidates that's vying for the job right here. Last night, these individuals faced scrutiny from the public. They showed up at the Singer Theater, and so the public was invited to face questions, if you will, from the community. Also, the mayor will be making a selection sometime soon, and when is that going to be? We don't know. It might be earlier this week. It might be next week. We don't know just yet when the mayor will make his decision on our new chief of police. We have one local candidate, Mr. Goss. I think he's acting chief or assistant chief right now. So he is also in the candidate, and the other 2 individuals are from out of the area. So keep your eyes on this story to see who your next chief of police will be. They will be replacing Chief Randall. You know, Chief Randall was the chief of police for a good while until he resigned sometime early December, and there were some issues regarding, the controversy about that. So we never really got the full detail, but I think it was a mutual situation in some respects. We call it mutual in some respects. But he did resign, and these individuals are the one that's candidates that's replacing. We was talking with the assistant city commissioner yesterday, city manager yesterday, Mr. Clifton, and Cliff was speaking regarding the issues of this election. So he's saying that definitely we would have a selection soon. Okay, a selection soon. Alrighty, let's move on to some other news that might be of interest to you. family, I can't remember exactly where it is, but they won this is a black family, okay? And this family it won a $3.25 million settlement. After the reason for it is because the person in the family was declared dead and was found alive at the funeral home. And I believe I was trying to see the name, but she was found alive. But that suit resulted into a $3.25 million settlement. Wow. All right. Also on the national scene, again, there are criminal charges against the ICE agent that shot Renee Good in Minnesota is probably not going to happen. You can see that the administration is in full speed cover-up mode. Yes, I said cover-up mode. And, that has resulted into protests around the country. They're trying to ask you to believe what you didn't see. Who you gonna believe, the Trump administration or your lying eyes, okay? And so they're circling the wagons. They have shut out the local police department in terms of shutting them out in terms of having any part into the investigation, if there are going to be any kind of investigation. But the problem is that he is probably never going to face consequences for his action. I reported on yesterday a billionaire, I forgot his name now, have donated $10,000 to this individual, the ICE agent, and not the victim, not Renee Good family, but they donated $10,000 and started a GoFundMe page for the perpetrator, okay, for the perpetrator, this ICE agent that killed this woman, okay, when he could have just allegedly stepped, he did step out the way. He wasn't hit or harmed, but he responded with deadly force, shooting and killing this young mother that was 37 years old. Now, also in the news, that the Trump administration now is trying to go after her wife, okay, her wife, and which resulted in the resignations of several federal prosecutors that's involved with the case. They're saying that it's not right, and good for them. Several of them has resigned, refusing the Trump administration efforts to prosecute an individual that had nothing to do with this. They're trying to throw shade here. I can tell you now, how in the hell this administration can get away with what they're getting away with is beyond me, but they're doing it in real time every day. So the public probably need to push back harder on this, okay? They need to protest. You see that they're the hypocrisy of this administration is that Trump has the galls to criticize Iran and support. I'm not saying what Iran is doing is right or wrong, but people over in Iran are protesting for their institutions, okay? And Trump supports that. Okay, he supports that because he doesn't like the Shah of Iran and want to, develop the country. But at the same time, when there are protests in this country, then he's against it. You go figure on that. Okay, he's telling these folks in Iran, go ahead and just like anything to support his cause, definitely will things he supports. Just like he sick the January thugs on the Capitol on January 6th in 2021. He thought that was fine. And then when he had an opportunity, they were convicted criminals, and he pardoned every one of them. So he's telling the folks in Iran, which I agree with that, they should fight for their right. They should protest for their rights over there, okay? But at the same time, we should protest our rights. See, when we protest our rights, and then we are anarchists, we are domestic terrorists, everything when it's against him yesterday. And speaking of our y'all's undignified president, I refuse to accept him. He didn't accept the election. He didn't recognize Biden as a president. So I am not recognizing him as a president either, because I truly believe the same way he believed, that in some shape, form, or fashion, how he done it, I don't know. But I believe that the 2024 presidential election was rigged in his favor, and I refuse to accept him as a legitimate president of the United States of America. That's just me and my own personal view on that. And so that's just it. On yesterday, just show you what unacceptable person, and how he's just a horrendous person. Okay, I have seen there's no redeeming value, in my opinion. There's no redeeming value in this person. How we allow him to represent the most powerful world in the nation is beyond me. On yesterday, he went to Michigan yesterday to I guess to review the auto plants or the something up there, and he had a heckler, and this man, the president of the United States of America, shouted out, told the man, "F you," okay, "F you," okay, in public, and then threw in the middle finger. Can you believe a president of the United States done that? Can you believe if Barack Obama did that? Can you believe not even Barack Obama, any other president have done that? He would have been out of office now. This man is just totally unfit for human consumption, okay? Period. There's no redeeming value in him. If you think so, that's your business. But I believe to choose by what I see. I'm not, and not my lying eyes. You can agree with me or not, but that's up to you. That's my opinion. And yes, I'm biased when it comes to him, because I see no redeeming value in him. Okay, I cannot believe that we're being represented on the world stage by a damn idiot. Okay, an undignified, unqualified criminal. And how can that be? I don't know. I thought I would never live to see that, but it's here. All right. Okay. Having said all of that, don't ever get me on that subject, because you know I'm very passionate about that. Also, other stuff around the national news. Yeah, everybody knows Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, I was a sports commentator. And for a long time, I've known Stephen A. Smith. Because I'm not a sports fan, I've known Stephen A. Smith as being in the sports world. But one day, I was home, and I was sitting down with my wife, and she was looking at some soap opera. And there, lo and behold, Stephen A. Smith appeared on this soap opera. And to my knowledge, I did not realize he has been, I don't know which soap opera it is. It's one of those, I give maybe Days of Our Lives or Edge of Night, might be All Our Children, General Hospital. Hell, I don't know, but I know the name. And the reason I know the names of all those are the same soap operas my mama used to look at when I was a child. Okay, but anyway, I understand. My wife tells me he's a standard fixture on one of those shows, and I did not realize that. But anyway, he's in hot water. He's always in hot water when he's opened his mouth. He's getting some backlash now over something he said about Renee Good, the lady that got killed up in Minnesota. So I think he said something to the fact that that cop that shot her was completely justified. He's entitled to his opinion, And yeah, you're entitled to be wrong if you want to be. Okay, that's up to you. It's up to you. Also, let me get past that to another national story that you may not heard about, which I thought was a really strange and bizarre story. Is that a woman was shot dead. Her and her 6-year-old twin was shot dead, and they was found alone. But they don't have anybody. Last time I checked on the story, they hadn't arrested anybody. But the strange thing about it, her and her abusive husband were in a divorce battle, and the divorce was to be final that day. Okay, and the very day that they found her body, conveniently, her abusive husband, okay, asked his lawyer to withdraw to petition the court to withdraw the divorce proceedings. Okay, which is kind of weird. Make it stop and think. Wonder did he have that? And he has a history of violence. He has a history of being abusive. And but the part of the story that made the news is that her family wanted her to be buried with her 6-year-old twins that they found with her. But unfortunately, the government or whomever released it, when they released the body of the woman to her family, but they released the 6-year-old twins, to their father, who they think had something to do with their murder. And so they don't know. The family up in arms because they don't know what he have done with the remains of the 2 individuals. They don't know whether they have been cremated or have a funeral for them, whatever. So that was the story. But they buried the mother without her 6-year-old twins and without being in the same areas, which against the mother's will. That was interesting for you to know. Also, on another national note, if you will, Jeffrey Epstein's brother. He has a brother. By the way, where's the Epstein files? With everything else going on with the Trump administration, and he's a master at distractions. I have to give old boy credit. Another thing we have to give old boy Trump credit is he would go down in the annals of history as being the world's greatest con artist. That's my opinion. I won't preface it with my opinion. I have no facts to support what I'm saying, but based on what I've seen, I got a right to form my opinion. And my opinion is, in history and time will bear me out, he will go down in the annals of history as being the world's greatest con artist. They say that Barnum Bailey, Barnum Bailey, or the Barnum Bailey Circus fame, they say that he was the world's greatest con artist. But I think that Trump will eventually supersede his reputation as being the world's greatest con artist because of what he has done and how he have persuaded people to do certain things. But going back to my story about Jeffrey, and the reason I got to that is because we have not seen or heard any more about the millions of pages of the Epstein files that should have been released. Okay, now we're so busy chasing rabbits. Okay, we're talking about Venezuela. We're talking about bombing boats. We're talking about Iran. We're talking about taking Greenland. We're talking about building ballroom. We're talking about everything except the Epstein files. And quite naturally, I think that's the way that the Trump wants this to happen, and it's succeeding in many ways. Okay, many believe that Jeffrey Epstein was murdered. There's a lot of controversy around his jail cell and his brother, he has a brother named Mark Epstein. So Mark claims that he got information that can prove that his brother Jeffrey was murdered. Okay, he say he has proof that his brother Jeffrey was murdered. So stay tuned, and we will definitely hear about that as well. And other stuff that making national news is there was a correction officer in Kentucky had made some racial remarks. Okay, openly made some racial remarks, and in uniform, and in public on a live stream. Okay, and really racial and vile remarks, and he has been put on administrative leave or something. I cannot believe. Well, yes, I can. I was born up in segregation, and I've seen some of this happen in real time. But in today's environment, I never suspected that it will return this soon. Okay, this administration has emboldened closet racists to come out to boldly state what they always wanted to say, but was afraid to do it in polite society. Now it is open game. People will say and do things that their hatred, and it's on full display right now. I want to thank the Trump administration for that contribution. Okay. All right, let's go back to some little like local news, if you will. Penn Air. Everybody know Penn Air. Penn Air Credit Union is doing their, I think it's their 13th to 14th annual scholarship. They just opened up the 2026 scholarship application process. So you got to be a member. Just call Penn Air to get the details. I don't have all of the details to it, but call Penn Air if you got children in school ready to go to college. You might want to apply for the Penn Air 2026 scholarship funds. Okay, so please do that. While I'm also on the subject of good things, because I'm going from good things to not so good things, but another good thing is I need to congratulate again our local heroes, Miss Mamie Hickson and Miss Marie Young, for receiving honors in Orlando, Florida, as being two of the state's greatest educators and so forth. We're going to have Mamie back on. She does her grammar time here every Monday morning at 6:40. Since we're not going to be able to be on the Monday coming up because of the MLK parade, but we'll be back the following Monday with grammar time, and maybe she will share with us the good things in the ceremony that they was doing in Orlando. But again, congratulations to Miss Mamie Hickson and Mrs. Marie Young. All right, tell you another crazy story, if you will. It's kind of a crazy story. A 55-year-old woman was arrested yesterday in Fort Walton Beach for defecating at arresting officers. Oh God, that's funny, but it's not so funny, you know. All I could say was, holy crap. But anyway, apparently what happened, she was a nail technician, something along that line, and she had got into it with the inspectors. You know, the state inspector come around and inspect your shop for sanitation and stuff like that, whatever they do for hair, barber shops and beauty shops and hair technicians and stuff like that. And apparently, 55-year-old Fang Yu Wu or something like that. I can't pronounce her name really, but the inspectors had ended up calling the police because she was trying to order them out of the business and so forth. And so the officers responded to this massage parlor, okay, and to arrest this woman, but she met them with, and they had deadly force, and she had doo-doo force. She started defecating what the report's saying, and I don't know what this means, and I don't know how it happened, and I can't even visualize it. I don't know, but the report said she was defecating towards the officers. What that means, I don't know, but my imagination runs away with me with that story. Okay, I can in my mind's eye, I can see her dropping her drawers, turning her back, bending over, and firing towards the. But that got her landed in jail anyway. Boy, police officers have some dirty jobs to do, but that got us in jail, and she has no bond as a result of this. No bond for defecating toward police. So, hey, what can I say? Okay, what can I say about that? All right, okay. The University of West Florida, y'all, is they had just stopped University of West Florida along with the local law enforcement officers just stopped an e-bike and a scooter theft ring there at the university. For the details, you might want to go to your sources and find out all about that. But e-bikes are now becoming very popular, and in fact, I reported on yesterday that a school district over in Santa Rosa County, Okaloosa County, I believe, was trying to write procedures and policies on e-bikes, and you must have a permit to get on campus with the e-bikes. But anyway, the police and the deputies, they shut down an e-bike scooter theft ring at UWF on yesterday. Okay, on yesterday. Your governor DeSantis gave his State of the State speech. You know, after 7 years of what he calls 7 years of conservative success, as he talented it. Okay, so read that, and you know he one of the advocates of taxes. You know, I guess his thing is you don't slacken the scene in taxes, and he's obviously want to make sure that the state do not have ensure that Florida remains one of the states that does not have income tax, and then he is proposing to eliminate property taxes as well. So keep your eye out on that story as well. Okay, keep an eye on that story. Now, over in Okaloosa County, y'all, there's some issues with the school board over there. They were trying to shut down a couple of schools, Linwood School and Mary Esther Elementary School, because of funding and so forth. And they wanted to determine, they needed to determine what's going to happen after that, what they're going to do to replace the school. So the school board is making the decision on that as well. Okay, they're trying to determine that. You know, if they close one of the schools, goes back to the federal government, the property and stuff like that. But the other school, if they decide to do that, if they close the other school, then they will try to maybe sell the property. And now, what's going to replace the school is something that we'll need to kind of understand along the way. If you live over in Santa Rosa County, you live Okaloosa County, and around the Mary Esther area there. These are elementary schools and middle schools that you might want to keep your eyes open on. Okay. Also, over in that area, they was complaining there's some issues regarding new types of cameras. They call these flock kind of cameras. I guess what that means, I don't know. But FLOCK, flock cameras, which the government, the city government and the county government installed these kind of cameras to help solve problems along the way. So anything that you do now, you can better believe it. Chances are it's going to be caught on camera. Some of the folks some of the residents now are concerned that all these cameras may be violating their personal rights. So there is some controversy over there, in particular over in Crestview, because Crestview have installed a whole bunch of those cameras, and people over in the Crestview area were concerned about it. And Fort Walton Beach is trying to follow suit, and if Fort Walton Beach following suit, well, look out Santa Rosa and Escambia. Look at these flock cams, and these flock cams just indiscriminately are placed in different communities to help prevent crime and so forth. And certain, even in Escambia County, we have a crime. We talked to the sheriff the other day about that. We have they have a whole room dedicated, and so many cameras strategically placed in and around the city and the county that they are able to observe stuff in real time. And not only that, the Department of Transportation has cameras. In addition to that, every home, every resident individual has cameras. So if you're thinking about committing a crime, you might want to think twice, because too many cameras around to get you. Okay, I have to tell you that right now. Gulf Breeze, y'all. Gulf Breeze is considering using grant monies as opposed to using disaster funds. When disaster comes up, somebody came up with a bright idea. Okay, well, let's apply for grants, okay, and fix this infrastructure and do some preventive stuff. So over in Gulf Breeze, they have obtained probably over $51 million worth of grant money so far to help deal with the infrastructures that they're dealing with over in the Gulf Breeze area. And I think that pleases a lot of folks to get that grant money coming in here. All right, over in sticking with Santa Rosa County and Milton, there was some threats yesterday, I believe, in Santa Rosa County, that at one of the schools over there, okay, I believe it was Hobbs Middle School over in Santa Rosa County, where they had to go into a lockdown mode, and they have what they call a secure facility. They went into what they called a secure facility state, but thank God nothing happened. Thank God nothing happened. So, but there was an alert on that as well. Also, a 65-year-old man, okay, I believe, was arrested over there and charged with sexually assaulting a girl. Okay, she was charged with sexually assaulting a girl over there, and also assault. He was using what they call electronic imagery. What I forgot what they call it, electronic solicitation for a child over in that area as well. But he has been, I think his name is Charles Dale. I may have gotten the picture wrong as well. But anyway, he was charged with sexually assaulting the girl several times over a year. His name was Charles Dale. As well as this guy here, he was arrested. He was convicted, I guess, not arrested, but he was convicted of drug dealing. He got 15 years He got 15 years for that. Okay, 15 years. But the guy with the electronic solicitation, he got busted over in Santa Rosa County, I believe, for online, what they call online solicitation. Okay, online solicitation. Also, 23-year-old man in Pensacola. Okay, he also are going to get up to. He's facing up to 15 years for his crimes. Okay, and his name was Isaac Sims. He was the man that he had got stopped and pulled over, and he had what they call a fire. This guy here, he ended up with a firearm possession as a felon, and so he's facing 15 years of time in the pokey. Okay, 15 years in the pokey. And again, this guy here, the guy is the drug dealer which I had. I think his name is David Blackman. He was 39 years old, so he gets 15 years for drug dealing. Okay, for drug dealing. Another bit of good news, if you will. Rent is going down just a little bit, and hopefully that maybe housing will go down as well. Okay, maybe housing will go down as well. Okay, this man here is a Pace man, y'all, that lives in Pace. He is being put on trial now for an incident happens back in 2021 where he left his child in a hot van for 4 or 5 hours, and now they charge him with manslaughter, and his trial is about to begin on that as well. So you gotta look out for that. Also, y'all, the weather. Let's talk about the weather for a minute. We got back-to-back cold fronts coming in, y'all. Back-to-back cold fronts coming in, so you just might want to be careful, okay? We got that coming in. Not only that, let me tell you some to wrap this up with some good news, if you will. If you're playing the Powerball, make sure you check your tickets, okay? You can check your tickets because there is a reported that a Powerball drawing at worth $1.7 million has gone unclaimed, and it was brought at a Murphy's. These Murphy's gas stations are kind of associated with Walmart. It was bought at one of those Murphy's gas stations up in Arkansas. I believe it's Arkansas, but the prize that has been unclaimed so far. Okay, so you might want to check your pockets. Have you been driving through Arkansas? That's what I do when I go out of town. I figure I won't have any luck in town, so when I'm out of town, I just randomly buy lottery tickets from them. But I believe this town was called Cobalt, Arkansas. Yeah, I don't know. So if you got any relatives, anybody that was in and around that area around December time frame and bought a lottery ticket, they may want to check the lottery ticket. And while we're speaking of that, the guy that won that $2.4 million lottery back here very shortly has decided that he wanted to cash out. And I don't blame him. I don't know how much money he ended up in cash. He said, I'm not going to wait around 20 years to get all my money. Give it to me right now. All right, y'all. That was a lot of stuff going on in and around your area, in and around the country. And I'm just telling you the highlights of it. If you want details of it, go to your local news source. Go to the Pensacola News Journal, get the details. go to Channel 3, the news organization, Channel 3, 5 or 10 news organizations, and maybe or read the newspapers and get the actual details on some of this. But I just wanted to wake up this morning so that you can go in and you can go in yourself before you go to work, before you drop the children off at school, so you can have some idea of what's going on in the world. All right, y'all, I got to take a commercial break, but y'all tell everybody, okay? Just tell everybody Vernon is on this morning. Morning with Vernon. Morning with Vernon, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now.
Navigating healthcare is hard. Baptist makes it better. With convenient locations, easy scheduling, and skilled, compassionate doctors, all when you need us most. The next time you need care, let Baptist make it better. Baptist Healthcare.
I still have a dream.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Parade, live on Blab TV, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
You don't want to miss the citywide celebration, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola, live on Blab TV.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up.
From affordable home equity lines and home loans to high-yield checking that pays 5.05% APY, Pen Air combines innovative banking with a commitment to our community. Pen Air Credit Union. Join us.
Looking for a moment of faith, hope, and connection? Join us for Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson, live on WBQP TV and WBQP Radio. Every first Wednesday of the month from 9 to 10 p.m. Call in, share your prayer request, and receive prayer in real time. Mark your calendar starting February 4th. Prayer, Perspective, Power. Only on WBQP TV and WBQP Radio.
The Service Center at Pete Moore Chevrolet can maintain the life of your vehicle regardless of make or model. Our certified factory-trained technicians have the expertise for domestic and import vehicles. And the Pete Moore Advantage provides you complimentary services whenever you stop by. Our Collision Center accepts all insurance, provides lifetime warranties on all workmanship and paint, and offers a deductible reimbursement program. So when you need service or repair, let the Pete Moore Service and Collision Center work for you.
Hi, I'm Jessica Ford. I'm the owner of FD Builds. Energy efficiency is very important in today's market. With higher interest rates and rising costs, it's important that home buyers maintain their bottom line of affordability. The nice thing about natural gas and natural gas appliances is that it's more energy efficient than their electrical counterparts, and at the end of the day, utility bills are lower. Our relationship with the Pensacola Energy team is phenomenal. From customer service to their field teams, it's just a seamless process. We love Pensacola Energy.
I still have a dream.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Parade, live on Blab TV, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
You don't want to miss the citywide celebration, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola, live on Blab TV.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up.
Looking to start a career or change your current career? Pensacola State College is the place for you. Choose from short-term, high-demand career and technical education programs ranging from commercial vehicle driving to medical assisting. Call 850-484-2000.
This is Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson on your WBQP.
Father God in heaven, we've stopped by the way to echo just a few words of prayer, to let you know that we're yet leaning and depending on you. Mama would say, besides you, there is none other. And Father God, we realize there's no other name under the heavens by which we can call upon. And so we just stop by the way to say thank you, Lord, and to give ourselves over unto you. Because times are hard now, dear God. But we know that you will hear our prayer and answer our prayer because you know our ups and downs. You know our heartbeat. And so here we are, Lord. We're giving ourselves over to you as we pray in the belovedness of Jesus, the Christ, our Lord, our Savior. Amen.
This is Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson on your WBQP.
It's time for mornings with Vernon. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Get up now.
Morning with Vernon.
Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it out.
All right, Pensacola. Good morning. Good morning. Morning with Vernon. I got Mr. Ellison Bennett with the Ellison Report, the Mr. Community this morning. Good morning, Ellison. How are you?
Good morning. I can barely hear you.
All right. Can you hear me now? The better yet, we can hear you. Go ahead and do your report.
Much better.
All righty. Go ahead.
Good morning, and thank you, Vernon, for this opportunity to just pass information on to our great community here. Of course, this weekend is a commemorative celebration of the life and legacy of Dr. King. The theme this year is with unity, we won't turn back. With unity, we won't turn back. So tonight at Zion Hope Primitive Baptist Church at 201 West Leonard Street is the youth program. And we want to thank Pastor Brandon Mason for opening his doors and being the host church this year. We had a great time with everything last year at Greater Little Rock, but this year everything will be at Zion Hope. So tomorrow night, Thursday, January the 15th at 7 p.m. will be the youth night. And I'm encouraging our parents, don't just send your children out. Come and let's encourage these young people to keep on doing the right thing, making good grades in school, and, hey, giving their praise. So I'm sure people will enjoy tomorrow night, 7 p.m., youth night at Zion Hope. And they will be recognizing people in the community with awards who have made a difference on Thursday at that program. Let's move on to Saturday morning, the annual prayer breakfast, and it has been great every year. Again, I have to say kudos to Greater Little Rock. Last year was just outstanding. But this year is going to be at Zion Hope, 8 a.m. Zion Hope, 8 a.m. The prayer breakfast, which is already sold out. It was sold out as of last Friday. And it's going to be just a great time. I'm looking at the program here. It is going to be a great, great program. And at that program, the messenger will be Dr. Dwayne Williams, St. John Missionary Baptist Church of Panama City. He's going to be bringing words of encouragement. And then they will have different dignitaries doing what they do at this event every year, welcoming people. Also, awards will be given out to people who have made a difference in the community. They will be honoring Carol McIntosh, Willie Jr., Leroy Boyd, the Reverend Hollis Williams Sr., the Reverend Theophilus May, Doris Hayes, Fannie Finkley, Reverend Sylvia Tisdale, and Zoya Phillips. That's at the prayer breakfast Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, Don Hope. The sold out. I'm sure it's going to be a great, great, great event. And if you've never been to one of these prayer breakfasts before, you are going to be very pleased that Dr. Fred Douglas Young of Mount Canaan, the chairperson, has put together a great, great program for this commemorative celebration time. Then on Sunday, January the 18th, 4 p.m., again at Zion Hope, is the religious service. And it is going to be wonderful, 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 wonderful. Citywide choir will be singing and praising, and again, citizens will be recognized. Some awards will be given out at this program on Sunday, and the messenger will be the Reverend Lee B. Walker from Montgomery, Alabama. So I'll look forward to hear him. I have never heard him speak before, but I'm sure that the chairman of this commemorative committee, Dr. Fred Young, is definitely will bring somebody in that's going to be very inspiring to the people here in Pensacola. And let's remember the parade on Monday. And I'm told after the parade at 2 o'clock at the Vinyl downtown, and these are our nephews of Fred Levin, having a Motown celebration after the parade, 2 o'clock Monday, and it's free. There's no cover charge to get in. People just come and fellowship and enjoy themselves. So looking forward to this weekend. The celebration, if that don't inspire you this weekend, well, you need to go and have yourself checked, because if you are a person who believes in the teachings and just being inspired, it's going to be a great weekend starting tomorrow with the youth at Zion Hope.
All right, Ellison, great report. Thank you. Anything else?
Yes, we need to be ready. If you're not a registered voter, please do it. Don't let's wait till November. You know, this is what they call a midterm election. Please protect yourself if you're out and about with the weather changing the way it is. Cold in the morning time, cold at night. Go up, the temperature go up a little bit during the daytime. You know, this is flu season, pneumonia season, and if you listen to the news, the flu virus this year is on the rise all over the United States. So we want people to really protect themselves. And then we want to say to all of the protesters, if we would just look at what history have taught us about protesting, what used to happen to black men and women being beaten and shot, guess what, Vernon? They're doing that to white women now.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
The same law enforcement people, they call it ICE or whatever, but here's my suggestion, and it's only my opinion. It's okay to protest. Don't put yourself in harm's way. If ICE or whoever pull you over for whatever reason, comply. Have your day in court. Because just by them pulling you over, doesn't make you guilty of anything. But you cannot be confrontational and win. These people have guns. They have the law on your side. Vernon, you know, here in Escambia County, nobody who ever been killed by law enforcement was held accountable. They always ruled it justifiable homicide. Always. Always. I want people to keep that in mind. Do not be confrontational. Have your day in court.
I was talking the other day about it, Ellison. I said, just live so you can tell your story.
There you go. Dead man can't talk.
So true.
So let's enjoy this weekend. True. I like the community coming together. It doesn't make no difference whether you're Catholic, Presbyterian, Methodist, Baptist, Jehovah's Witness, or whatever, Muslim. Everybody, let's come together and celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
All right, Ellison, thank you. We appreciate you for coming on. Ellison Bennett, Mr. Community, is on every Wednesday at 7:30 to let you know what's going on in Escambia County and in the city of Pensacola, y'all. This is the information station, y'all. Yes, sir, the information. Thank you, Ellison. We really appreciate you, okay? All right. This is the information station, and we want folks to know what's going on in and around our community. That's including Santa Rosa County, Okaloosa County, and Escambia County. And speaking of that, we got a brand new feature, y'all. And where we have Miss Jill Daggs in reporting from Okaloosa County every Wednesday. Inside, she called it Inside Okaloosa. Good morning, Jill. How are you?
Good morning. I'm excited. And then humbled. So I'm excited because I got on a little early and I got to hear your Good Morning Vernon song. I was like, Vernon has his own song.
Morning. Let me play it again. Morning. Let me play it for you. I love my song. Here, let me see if I can play it for you this morning. Okay, here you go. I love it. Let's see here. Nope. Oh, let me hang on.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now, come on now, get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now, let's go. Get up now, turn it up now. 1, 2, 3, let's get it now.
So you like that, Jill?
I liked it. I was like, okay, let's go.
I do too. I love it. Everybody loves it. For some reason, I had a young man of mine that worked with me. He said, I'm going to develop something for you. And that's what he came up with, and I love it, and everybody else love it. Okay, all right, y'all. So you tune in a little bit early this morning. You make sure that you tune in every day, Jill. I know you're up in the early every morning, and so I want you to just tune in and tell everybody over in Okaloosa County also as well that they can tune in. The only thing they have to do is just I believe it just go to their website, just type it into their phone or type it into their Facebook, the social media account, just rdo.to/WBQP. Once you put it in your phone, there's an app there that automatically lets you program it on your phone. You can always have it there. And that's how anybody can get it. It's just that easy. You can do it. You know, we also, Jill, is on Alexa. Do you have an Alexa?
I have an Alexa. Okay.
Okay. Whoever I want you to do.
Say what?
Huh?
What do you say for Alexa?
Yeah, just first of all, you got to tell Alexa, just like you got to tell it to recognize your cameras or whatever you tell it to. First of all, tell it to go in there, or you go in there on your phone, and you tell it to enable the WBQP skill. Okay. Once you tell it to enable the WBQP skill, then the only thing you have to say is says, Alexa, play WBQP. Then the new WBQP radio app will come up, and you can have it anytime you want to with Alexa. And that's what we tell everybody to do. If you know, folks don't have radios in the house. You got a radio in your house? No?
I have like an emergency radio for when the power goes out and all of that, but no.
I know, and that's what most folks don't have radio, but a lot of folks got Alexas in the house, and they can get any radio station in the country using Alexa, including WBQP radio. Okay, so if you want to get up in the morning, just tell Alexa, wake me up, Alexa, at 6:30 so I can hear WBQP, and there you are. You can have it there. All right. I don't want to take too much of your time, Gia, because I know you're a busy woman, being the Okaloosa State Committee woman and the chair over there. But I know you're calling us to give us inside Okaloosa. I'm going to turn it over to you now.
All right, great. So let me just clarify, I'm a chair, but I'm a chair of the clubs, caucuses, and organizations for the state of Florida. I am the Okaloosa State Committee woman. I love to go by Just Jay. So yes, I'm Jill Lewis Daggs, but this is Inside Okaloosa with Just Jay. And we're here just to talk about the community. Vernon, thank you for this opportunity to bring us all together. We have a lot of information on Escambia. And Vernon said, you know what, but our Tri-County area includes Santa Rosa and Okaloosa, so I want to bring them in. And as I said last week, and I just kind of want people to get acclimated to Okaloosa, Okaloosa includes the following cities. It's Crestview, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Niceville, and the municipalities of Shalimar and Mary Esther, and then the unincorporated area of Baker and Holt. And then I thought, since Ellison just got off and he went over all of the events that are going on in Escambia County, or many of them because there's so many, I wanted to highlight two of the most popular, most attended MLK events in Okaloosa County. The first one is in Crestview. Crestview always does their march on Saturday. This year, they have a new location. It's going to be at Life Point Church. The time is to set up or to start lining up for the march is 8:30, and the program begins at 10 at the Veterans Memorial in Main Street. And our guest speaker is Irvin Johnson, and it is hosted by the concerned citizens of Crestview. The mayor will be there. He'll give his proclamation. There will be other organizations like the Okaloosa County Democratic Black Caucus, the NAACP, and other civic engagement organizations there, along with some young people. So what I really like about Crestview is we've gone most of the time I go this year. I'll have to tell you where I'll be, but most of the time I always do the Crestview one because my mom and my dad started going, and when I moved here, my daughter was singing then, and she would sing at everyone, and so it's kind of historical for us, and it brings community together. And so in Crestview, it's good to have like that moment where you bring all backgrounds together and all ethnic backgrounds, all leadership, and then the citizens. And the citizens are able to, what I think I said this last week, come together and work together. And I wish we could just do that all the time. I wish we could take their theme. Their theme this year is Uniting a Nation the Nonviolent Way. And I wish we could do that. And then I was going to tell you where I was going to be. So Ellison mentioned Zion Hope. I was invited to come to the prayer breakfast in Pensacola, so I will be there. And I'm excited. And then going back to Okaloosa on Sunday night, Fort Walton Beach will have their memorial observation program at Beulah First Baptist Church. That's located at 109 McGriff Street, and that starts at 5 p.m. They do a full church service, but they also will announce the winners of the oratorical competition that took place last Saturday. And then on Monday, you can join us for the MLK celebration, and this one is a full parade, march, floats, everything. The lineup is at 8 o'clock. It starts the route at the Fort Walton Beach Civic Auditorium, and then they go all the way to Chester Pruitt Park. And then they have an after celebration at Chester Pruitt Park. And this year, I am honored. I get to join the vice president of the NAACP, Mr. Lewis Jennings. And together we will be the commentators. So we will get to share who's marching, who's doing the floats, what are the organizations about. We'll be able to just share in this exciting event. We look forward to seeing everybody there. And something I wanted to share, most of um, each county, I'll say, has a street that is a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. And I am happy to say, believe it or not, that there is one in Crestview and one in Fort Walton. And it just reminds us that Dr. King's legacy lives with us. And it gives us that extra, hey, um, his legacy lives on. His dream is attainable, and we haven't achieved it yet.
Right.
And I figured you'd have some questions, Vernon.
No, but I won't. I got probably got a lot of questions for you, Jill, and I want to highlight one thing that you all do different than everybody else over in Okaloosa County, in particular in Crestview, because I think Fort Walton Beach is going to have the parade. You guys are not having a parade. You never having a parade. You have a march. Talk to us about the origin of that march. That you march from where to where every year, and then have your ceremony from there.
Okay, so in Crestview they do. I don't know why they decided. I think it's because it's the concerned citizens when they came up with this idea. They said, you know what, we're going to do what they did back then. They marched. It wasn't a parade. We're marching. We're marching in unity. We're marching for a purpose. And so they start at Life Point Church in Crestview. That's new. They used to start at 798 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, where Mr. Stakely used to live. And I'm not sure why they made the change. It might be the direct route is better. And then they will walk from Life Point Church down Main Street and then Main Street to the Veterans Plaza. There they will have seats set up. It's right under the pavilion. And like I said, the mayor comes every single year. Gives the proclamation, and then they put on a wonderful program.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else in Okaloosa County that I gave some not so good news about what's going on in Okaloosa County in Milton, just regular news. But what about some good feel good news going on over there?
You want some good news?
Yeah, some good feel good news. You know, we get tired of this reporting people shooting and killing and robbing and sexual batteries and all that kind of stuff. You know, we want folks like, well, you know, so and so won the lottery. That's some good news. You know, just some good feel good news over there. You got any? If you don't have any, I understand, but if you do.
I don't know anybody who won the lottery. Definitely not from Okaloosa, because then we'd all be going to wherever they bought their ticket from. So that hasn't happened. But what I would say is that we are seeing a community that's engaged, that's involved. And so what is exciting is that we're having different, you know, now that we have the city council meetings and we have the county commission meetings and we have the school board meetings, that people are coming out and they're speaking up. So maybe not so good news because they're trying to close 2 elementary schools in Okaloosa County, and that's one of the biggest things. But what we are seeing is that parents are coming out, students are coming out, the community is engaging. And so I think that one of the first things that we need to do, other than obviously register to vote and do vote by mail, is to get educated and get engaged and involved. So what I would say for the good news for Okaloosa, keep it coming, keep it going, community, get engaged, get involved, continue to speak up and to take care of each other. So I think that that's a good thing too. I see a lot of stuff on Facebook and outreach where people are just hurting and people are almost shamed to say, hey, I need help. I need groceries. Somebody lost their wallet and somebody was like, here, come here. I've got groceries waiting for you. Give me your address. I'll ship it to you. So what I would say is that what I'm seeing is that the heart of Okaloosa is beating, and it's beating loud, and it's engaging the community and taking care of each other. And so
do y'all have food giveaways like we do here, like Miss Fanny Finkley, Karen Hard, and a lot of different organizations periodically give away food? That's a good thing. We can help folks with the needs. Is something like that going over there in Okaloosa County as well?
There is, and I can't believe I forgot this one. Tomorrow At 798 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Crestview, Florida. If you come, we start at 10:30 giving out food, but if you come by 9 o'clock, because the line is long, we give out about 50 boxes of food. A lot of times there's hamburgers, sometimes there's steak, chicken, lots of vegetables. Please come. Get in line. All you have to do is drive. It's a drive-through, so you never have to get out of your car. You fill out a form, and the form is just so that they can continue to receive the food to be able to give out. And you come through, you open up either your trunk or your back seat, and they put it in your car, and you drive off. So that is every second Thursday. And at that same location, Bountiful Blessings does the third Saturday. And next week, what I'll do is I'll bring a list because Vernon, yes, there are many places in Okaloosa that are reaching out and helping. You can come, I believe, every day, Monday through Saturday. There's a place in Okaloosa that has a hot meal. So you can go to almost every day, get at least one hot meal. And then there's several places that are giving away food. So again, this is great. I'm super excited. Vernon, I want to hear your music. You should play it often. Like, it's so like, okay, let's go.
Do you want to get up in the morning?
So I'm like,
you know,
okay.
you just want to hear that. Just want to hear that music that gets you going, huh? Yeah. Like it's morning with Vernon, something like this.
Mornings with Vernon.
See that?
Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now.
All righty now. That's what I'm talking about, Jill.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
All right.
Thank
you
Jill,
so much. I thank you, y'all. Jill is on every Wednesday at 7:45-ish to give Inside Okaloosa. And on Thursday, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Thursday, Christina, hopefully, will be giving the Inside Santa Rosa. And, Ellison does the Pensacola's on Wednesday as well. And maybe I can have, depending on Christina, unlike me, she got a real job, I think. And so it's a little bit difficult for her to do some of the things that we want to do. Just like me and you, Jill, we just chill. We can stay and do whatever we want to do, but a little bit harder for working folks. So, but she got to give her Inside Santa Rosa County, so we know what's going on in Escambia County, Okaloosa County, and Escambia County. Yeah. And you also report on some of the stuff over in Walton County too, that's kind of close to you. Is that right?
Yes, I can do that. I can bring that up to you if we need it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
I think, Walton a little bit out of our area, but with internet, we reach everywhere with internet, to be honest. So if we want to wake up the folks over in Walton County, let them know, because we want them to, particularly about voting and stuff like that. This is a consequential year, and we say that every year, don't we? But every year it's getting more consequential. Can you believe that? So we're gonna have to talk to the folks in these tri-county areas and extend it over into Walton County, because these areas over here has been politically snubbed. Am I right?
You are. And we last week we highlighted the Boots and Blues, and we went and we were able to meet with Jerry Demings, who's running for governor, Angie Nixon and Tamika Lyles running for Senate, the gentleman that is running for Attorney General, and they all promised to come in the next very close months to Escambia, Santa Rosa, and Okaloosa. So we're going to bring that to you. You'll have the opportunity to actually see, speak with, and ask the hard questions to the candidates that will be representing us in 2026. So we've been snubbed, but we are reeling them in, and we're working hard, and we just need you guys to join us, engage, get out to vote, and make sure you get educated on who you're voting for.
Jill, we got the state of Florida's attention in the last election with Vernon. When we turned a scammer blue, folks said, "Oh, wait a minute now. Let's not ignore these people." Okay, anything we up on the panhandle don't count, and I'm talking about from the national party's point of view. And sometimes what they're thinking, I don't know. As many voters we got here that can make the difference in an election, and always thinking, it just hurts my heart to know that in 2018 we came within 30,000 votes of having our very first black governor, and we had enough folks in this area that didn't vote would have made the difference. But however, what we left with over the last 8 years, 7 years, going into the 8th year now, you see what we got as a result of it. So voting is important, very important. So we got to impose that on the young people, Jill, because
young and old. Now we've got some numbers out there, Vernon, that we'll probably share on Sunday that are almost devastating on how many millions of people did not vote.
Wow.
And they were young and old, black, white, purple, pink. I say that, all different colors. And that is the tragedy. That is why we are where we are. And we cannot let that happen again.
Well, Jill, not to prolong this conversation, but I'm going to prolong it. What do you think the reason for this voters' apathy?
I think part of it is the untruth that they are sold that their vote doesn't matter. That's the first thing, because you hear that all the time. You hear it from young people, you hear it from older people, that there wasn't a connection. The messaging wasn't there. You're talking about this and it doesn't apply to my life. And although we can walk you through how it is, if you're not educated on how the different bills, the different rules, the different laws are impacting you, you often think, well, it really doesn't impact me. And now that they see everything impacts everybody, we're hoping that that will change. And then I think it's just where you get your information from.
Yeah.
So if you believe the lies, then it's hard to motivate yourself to go do something. And if you look at the fact that they're trying to stop people from voting, that in itself should tell you why it's so important for you to vote.
That is so true, Jill. I don't see people realize they go through the extent they do to prevent you from voting. That ought to be a red flag or a hint to say, wait a minute, why they don't want us to vote? There's a reason. Exactly. There's a reason. I'll tell you. I can extend this just a little bit, Jill, because I normally have Charles Thornton on at 8 a.m., but he's under the weather. And since we're speaking of weather, there's flu is going around and there's new strands. So, folks, y'all be very careful about that. We got this cold weather snap coming in and back to back. And so hot, cold could lead to influenza. And because of this crazy administration we got, we don't know what to do, whether you should be vaccinated or not. So just be careful about that. Okay. But we want to impress upon these young people the importance of voting, because when you don't vote, you're voting. Because a no vote is a vote for the opposition. People have to really understand that, because you have to vote to counteract. Even if you don't think your vote counts, every vote counts. I don't care, regardless how insignificant you think it is, but every vote counts.
Yes, and not voting, more so than, I guess we need to clarify what the opposition is. So the opposition is whoever and whatever rules and regulations are in effect right now.
Yeah.
If there is a single rule, regulation, law, or impact that you have seen to you or your community, that is why you're voting. You're voting to stop that, because it's not going to be, I think sometimes people are waiting for that, oh, this is the perfect candidate, or this is a person that does everything I want them to do. That's never happening. That's never happening. But if you look around our community, our state, our country, you will see that now is the time to say, hey, I can pick this one thing and I can say, hey, I don't like it, so vote. You can pick another thing. For many of us, we can pick about 25,000 things. I might be exaggerating. Maybe it's 24,999, but you can pick those things and you can say, hey, this is why I need to vote. Understand what's going on and realize that if you're waiting for the perfect candidate, you're waiting for the perfect party, you're waiting for the perfect whatever, that doesn't happen, not here on earth. But what we can do is we can come together as a community. We can make sure that we are looking out for our families first, and don't stop there, because many of us will sit inside, I call it your little square, in your comfort zone at home and say, hey, right now I'm okay. But is your neighbor across the street? Is your neighbor down around the corner? Is your neighbor 2 counties over okay? And if not, that's why you're voting. Don't ever sit at home, especially in 2026. Every opportunity you get to go out and hear a candidate or go to a forum or go to a city council community meeting, get engaged, get the facts, and vote.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so easy to register to vote. And it's so easy to vote. You know, you can go in person, you can vote by mail, you can do absentee voting. It's so many ways that you can vote and with ease, and that's why they're trying to stop people from voting, because there's an easy way. Voting should be a constitutional right. You know, I don't see why we have to register to vote, but we do. But we got laws, and we used to have laws in this country. But anyway, you need to go out and register to vote. A lot of things changed over the several years now about voting. If you hadn't voted into the last 2 or 3 elections, your name would be dropped off the register and you got to reactivate it. It's just on and on and on. And if you listen to our voices on Sunday night at 7 o'clock, we go into a lot of that stuff. So you want to be educated about what your rights are. And voting is one of the most significant rights that we have, and it should be the one that you want to exercise. Okay.
Yes, I agree. And I would say, um, again, it's just so we say it's critical, but all you have to do is look around you. Vernon said we want to give you good news. We want to give you good news, but it's so overshadowed by all of the bad news
Yeah.
that you just really um, need to make sure you do vote, register to vote, but also do vote by mail, because there
Yeah.
are times I could tell you a story where this really happened twice. It's happened to me, and I'm engaged and I'm involved.
Yeah.
And one time I was in Tallahassee, my son had to have emergency surgery, and it was voting day, and I had to drive there, and then I had to drive back because I didn't do vote early. I didn't go to do the polls early, and I didn't do my vote by mail. And then most recently, in 2024, I had an accident and I was in Brevard County in the hospital while you
Mm.
guys were voting for Kamala. What? And so when I finally got back here, I was in a rehab hospital and I had to have them break me literally, like I'm signing myself out, I'm breaking the rules because I have to go vote, and then I'll
Yeah.
check myself back in. And you can alleviate that by just doing vote by mail and having it as your
Absolutely.
option A. It gives you the ballot. It lets you look up all of the people that are on there. It lets you look up the amendments. So now you're fully educated and you understand what you want to do. And you can just fill it out, sign it, put a stamp on it, put it in the mail and track it. Or you can be educated and you can still go to the polls and you can still go vote early. But it gives you the opportunity to make sure that no matter what happens, rain, snow, doesn't matter, you can still vote. You get sick, you can still vote. You got emergency, you got to leave town, you can still vote. Again, what is the key word there? You can still vote.
Yeah.
Because
Your
voting
options.
matters. Voting is your voice. It is our power. It is the most powerful tool that we are given. It's a gift. You're given it. They're trying to snatch it away, but you're given that gift. Utilize it because you save your family, your community, and our children. And to me, that's why we're here.
You know, um, Jill, if people don't realize how important voting is, they should have observed what happened yesterday in Michigan. Okay. We got the president of these United States throwing a person, the bird, on national TV and shouting out to them the F word on national TV as the president of the United States. Is that and that should have been incited outrage throughout this whole country. Where's civility? Where's dignity? Are we at that low point in this country that we can't demand or expect civility out of our leader? In fact, supposedly the leader of the free world. I'm so embarrassed about this administration. It's downright unacceptable. You know, I can't believe anybody had have told me 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, the president of the United States will throw the bird on live television to one of his hecklers. You go figure.
Does it make you think? And I really thought you would ask this, like, what would Martin Luther King think right now?
Yeah.
Would he be shocked, or would he galvanize the troops? Well, we know he'd galvanize the troops, but what would he say? Like, it's almost unbelievable. I think you're right. I can't imagine that I never thought this, I'm not shocked, but I never thought this is where we would be. Never thought it. But it's where we are. So we can do something about it, and we don't really have the opportunity to sit and be quiet. So we're asking you to get engaged, to get involved, to speak up, speak out, do it safely, like Ellison said. Don't put your life on the line.
Yeah.
But vote.
Absolutely vote. Okay, Jill, thank you. I appreciate you extending your time today because you filled up the time for Charles D. Thornton Sr. because he's out sick today and he wasn't able to come in. But I'm not glad that he's out sick and not glad that he didn't come in, but I'm glad you was able to stay around a little bit to talk about some of the other issues outside of Okaloosa County. And thank you again. All right.
Thank you so much. We hope he gets better. Everybody stay safe, celebrate this weekend, and take care of each other. Thank you so much.
All right, Jill. Thank you. All right, y'all. That is Miss Jill Daggs of Okaloosa County called Inside Okaloosa. I got on the phone with me right now is Pensacola's own
Oprah. Good morning, Oprah.
Good morning, Vernon. How are you? You get a car. You get a car.
Linda Sunshine Moore, y'all. Pensacola's Oprah. But go ahead, Linda. Good morning.
Good morning. I tell you what, Vernon. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. Everybody.
Okay. I wanna. You know my favorite car, Linda, is
what is it?
The Genesis. I want me one of those nice brand new Genesis. Can you give me one of those?
You get a car. You got that car, Vernon. You got the car.
All right.
Well, good morning, Vernon. And
How
good
you doing
morning,
this morning,
everybody. I'm doing very well. Cloudy on the outside, but don't fret. You got all the sunshine you'll ever need. And I tell you that every day.
You on your way to work to do your show at 9 o'clock? Is it cold out there?
It's kind of cold today, and not quite as cold as it was yesterday, Vernon, because of the fact that it's a light rain. But according to the weather forecast, it's going to be rather cold tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then look at this. We're talking about what Friday night is going to be in the 20s. So don't throw those coats back yet, because we got some cold weather on the way.
Yeah, and I heard that we got some real cold weather and some back-to-back weather coming in, and that's what we was telling folks earlier. To make sure that they are careful out there because flu season is out here, and boy, I tell you, Linda, it's nothing to play with. I'm telling you, people dying from this strand of flu.
It's just, and they're calling it a super flu, and it is really affecting a lot of people. So that's why I tell you, I encourage people, especially now, make sure you keep your hands washed. And if you're out and about in a crowd of people, put on a mask. Put on a mask. It's okay, because I do the same thing. But you know, Vernon, I tell you, we just got to keep the word going. But let me tell you about what's coming up today at 9 o'clock on Sunshine's Corner. We are going to be talking with Ms. Martika Baker. She's with Opening Doors right here in Pensacola. It's all about the homeless people and how we can get things for them taken care of. And believe me, I did not realize until I stepped out and got to talking to people how many people, I mean, even children in our area. Do you know there's over 1,900 children that's on the street in our area? I mean, children that are homeless. I got there when I did an interview, and I was talking with the guys over at Waterfront. But then when I reached out to Martika, she works with that with Opening Doors. And with the younger people that you'll never realize that they are, just think about that. With this weather and things as it is, and you got to be cold. So I encourage everybody, listen up this morning at 9 o'clock. The show starts, Miss Martika Baker. She's going to be on with me. We're going to find out things that we can do to help people that are going through that situation, because it's not that they want to be. I'm sure circumstances have put you in a place that you could not, something that just happened. Things happen, and we don't know, but we can't reach out to help somebody to get through those things that they happen. And I want to encourage everybody, because 9 o'clock we're going to be talking lots of facts. And again, if you missed the show this morning, you'll be able to catch it this afternoon at 6 o'clock. And of course, every single day, reach out and allow Sunshine to do what I do best, and that is keeping you entertained and informed right here on Black TV. And you can do it online at www.blacktv.com, or you can go to Cox Channel 6 or 53.1 and watch the show. And Vernon, I cannot thank you enough for allowing me this opportunity so we can continue to do what we do best, and that is keep our community informed.
Yeah. Linda, that's what we need to do, keep our community informed. And sometimes, because you're on a whole different TV station than WBQP, but like I tell people all the time, Blab and I have had a relationship for over 30 years, and we try to share. But more importantly, we need to get the information out to our community, because my reach is my reach is limited. Your reach is far greater than my reach, and I want to make sure that our community get the information. So by working together, it will help our community, Linda. And I want to congratulate you on getting on Blab, because before you, we didn't have nothing that addresses the black community in Pensacola. Every once in a while, you might have a show to come on every once in a while, but this is a daily thing, and you're doing a great job, and you are talking to some great people and bringing some knowledge that we wouldn't otherwise know about. Okay.
Thank you so much, Brian. And I'm giving it my best, because I feel like the avenue that we have to do it. And my focus has always been the community. Even with radio, my focus was the community. But now I'm able to do even more than I did when I was in radio. Yeah. I can talk about even more. And I love the camaraderie that you and I are really, really coming together with. It. It's all about the fact that we are getting things out to our community to make sure that we're not left out, because if we know that this world that we're in today and how things are happening, if we don't work together, we're going to hurt each other. So therefore, let's come together so we can do what's right. Everybody see what's going on in these United States and how it is pointed toward us. So that's what we got to do. Come together so we can do the right thing by us. And look, as long as I got a voice and you and I here together, Oprah's going to do the right thing, okay?
Okay, Miss Oprah. Yeah. Well, Linda, are you ready to, you're talking about radio, because you was an original radio woman, now you're a TV woman, but I want to share with the folks, we're talking about working together. Linda is also planning to work with WBQP Radio as well. Linda, you want to talk a little bit about that, or you want to hold that until later?
Well, we're going to get together next week, right? And so we'll put this tidbit out there. You will be hearing me on radio with Vernon. We got some great plans. And Vernon, my podcast is going to start February 1. Okay. And we are going to really get some information out to the streets now that's needed. But we got some plans. We're not going to give the community what we want you to have. We're going to give the community what you're asking of us.
Absolutely.
We are communities. We are servants of the community. So we got to give the people what they want.
That's exactly right.
Exactly. And I'm excited about it, Bernie, because you'll see some things I've been working on that's going to be great that we're going to have with this new venture that we're taking. And it's all about keeping our community up and lifting them up as well. And that's something that we have to continue to do because of the fact, and I just have to be real with you, Vernon, because nowadays, with the things and some people that I'm even seeing here on the Gulf Coast, I do not understand how it happens, but we've got to learn to get out of this crab mentality and understand that together, there's nothing that we can't do.
True.
If we focus together, we can move mountains. But the fact of it is, we got to do that and do it from the heart and do it for the people. So that way, then we can get other things that we desire. And I'm a strong believer in that. So just get ready because believe me, Vernon and I have been talking quite a bit. And we got some things planned that's only going to make it better for our community right here in Pensacola.
Absolutely, Linda. Thank you. And I appreciate you for calling in. Linda will be calling in on a daily basis so she can give you a preview on who will be on Sunshine's Corner. You definitely don't want to miss it. If set your DVR, if you can't get up if you're at work at 9 o'clock in the morning, you set your DVR, or if you can come back at 6 o'clock. Some folks say, well, I look at the news at 6. Well, you got a DVR. Set the DVR because you definitely don't want to miss Linda Sunshine Moore's show called Sunshine's Corner. And maybe, Linda, maybe I want to talk to your boss about maybe just having your show re-aired here on WBQP as well.
That would be a good idea. That would be a great idea.
Yeah, sure.
That's a good idea. We'll talk about that too. I think that we're really building it up so we can get everybody to know what's happening.
Absolutely. Now, in addition to everything else, Linda Sunshine Moore will be helping us with the parade.
Oh, we have co-hosting the parade this year.
You know you're filling some big shoes because Stu Strong was my co-host for many years, and so now you it. Okay, you have to fill the Stu Strong shoes, which is some big shoes, sugar. I hate to tell you now. Some big shoes to fill, but I know you're.
Well, you got a woman that's gonna cover that so well. You gonna say, "Who was doing that before?"
Yeah.
You know, she and I, we're all right. I mean, she and I, we're cool. But the fact of it is, I think that with the fact that I'm even stepping into the arena that she has been doing for quite some time, and the fact that now that I get to be there with you, Vernon, because this is a staple that we do every year. Yeah. And to be able to even be a part of this, I can remember when I first relocated here to Florida, how I was so happy just to walk in the parade. But look how things have evolved. I mean, just look how they have evolved in this transition. And now I'm able to be there to even just narrate the parade. Come on, somebody. I mean, I think that's a great thing. And when it comes to that, and I want to say this to the community too, Vernon, please. Monday is the holiday. Don't just take the day and stay at home. Come out and support this parade. Support this parade, ladies and gentlemen. If we can't come together on a day like this, a man who died so that we can have what we have today, if he had not thought like he did, that will be a missing link that you don't have today. So allow yourself and bring your children out so we can continue to educate them on the importance of our civil rights fighters that have gone before us. Please don't stay at home. Just come out and support this parade coming up on Monday. And then on Monday night, we're going to continue having fun. We got an after party over at the Vinyl with Lumen. We're going to have a great time there. It's absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free.
Yeah, great.
Absolutely.
All righty.
It's going to be a great day. It is. Thank you so much, Vernon. I appreciate your love.
All right, Sunshine. Thank you. We appreciate you, okay?
All righty. Bye-bye now. Talk to you later.
All right, yeah. That's Linda
Sunshine Moore, y'all. Catch your show on Blab TV every morning at 9 a.m. And it's replayed again at 6 p.m. in the afternoon. So you know what's going on in your community. In the morning, you got Vernon, Morning with Vernon, in order to find out what's going on. Before me, though, I'm trying to fill some big shoes, y'all. I'm trying to fill some big shoes of Robert Hill. And I want to thank Robert Hill for that and everything. Somebody did a tribute to Robert Hill. Okay, and I tell you, I want to play that tribute to Robert Hill before I take a commercial break, because many thanks. And if you are celebrating January, you're celebrating Black History, we cannot celebrate it without mentioning Robert Hill's name. Many thanks to Robert Hill. He made this community a much better community. And, he always had a mantra, is that you leave things better than you found it. And I think that is what's happening with him. He left Pensacola better than he found it. And for over 30 years, he built a station that was a community station. And so, and many thanks to Robert Hill. He won't let us formally thank him. He's a shy kind of a person in his own right. We want to give him accolades. He got many accolades over the years. Reluctantly, gotten many accolades over the years. But again, I want to dedicate this whole show because I'm trying to fill his shoes. Okay, the Hill in the Morning show, the new buyers of his station opted not to continue the Hill in the Morning format, and so therefore I felt an obligation. I'm a TV man, I have to tell you, but I felt an obligation that I needed to get into radio so we can keep the Black community informed in the radio side of the house. Okay, and so many of the things that Mr. Hill has created as a staple that you got used to doing over the last 30 years kind of went away with the new owners of the station. So, but now you have WBQP stepping in to try to fill that void, to fill that history that Mr. Hill created. So we want to owe a lot of thanks of gratitude to Robert Hill, y'all. Many thanks to Robert Hill and his contribution to Pensacola, Florida. He often tells the story about when he came into town and the first person he met was Eugene Brown and so forth. And he said, well, I'm just going to hear, because his job was to come into town and create a station, stay a couple of years, and move on to another city, create another station, and so forth. But Hill did not realize that when you come to Pensacola, okay, we get what we call, you get sand in your shoes, okay, sand in your toes, so you can't leave, okay. Once you come to Pensacola, you can't leave, okay. Another thing, let me tell you what they say about Pensacola, but y'all tell me is if this true or not. They say that when I was here in the Navy, they said if you come here single, you'll leave married. If you come here married, you'll leave single. But once you get that sand in your toe. But anyway, I just want to say many thanks to Robert Hill. We all owe him a great debt of gratitude. So I'm going to do this blues. Somebody created a blues tribute to Robert Hill. And I'm going to play it, and I call it Ode to Robert Hill. Now, had I done it, they done it in a blues format. But had I done it, I would have used B.B. King's format. Instead of the thrill is gone, I would have said the hill is gone, and made me a video of this format. But again, I'm gonna play this for you. If you hadn't heard it, it's a contribution to Hill's effort to Pensacola, and it's called "Oh It to Robert Hill." Here we go, y'all. And when we come back, I'll go to commercial break. When I come back, we will continue our show. Here we go. Am I not? Okay, Mr. Hill. Let me play it. I thought I was playing it, but maybe not. Let me see what's happening here, okay? Ode to Robert. Here we go right here. I got the wrong thing.
Woke up this morning, sun peeking through the blind. Yeah, I woke up this morning, sun peeking through the blind. Robert Hill hanging up the headphones after 50 years of time. He'd been spinning them records that made our hearts stand still. Yeah, spinning them soul tracks with a voice that gave us chills. Now he's trading in that studio for a pen, the blues he feels. From the West Indies to the Delta, he knows where the roots run deep. From the West Indies to the Delta, he knows where the spirits speak. Now he's riding down that journey so the world won't fall asleep. Play gospel in the morning, talk truth in the afternoon. Play gospel in the morning, talk truth in the heat of June. Voices every week, speaking true to every tune. Presidents came to find him, sat down where the people trust. Oh, the presidents came to find him, 'cause his airways were just. Not loud, not flashy, just real and honest and just. So thank you, Mr. Hill. You gave this town a song. Yes, thank you, Robert Hill. You kept us so strong. Now the mic may be silent, but your blues play on and on. Pensacola knows, America knows, the blues knows, this ain't goodbye. This is just the last broadcast from the man who never needed a spotlight to shine.
Yep. A man that never needed a spotlight to shine. Robert Hill, yo. He's a real blues man in his own right. And one of the things he says he's going to do in his retirement is write a book on the blues and also write a book on HBCUs. But thank you, Mr. Hill. Thank you for all that you've done for Pensacola. And I'm trying to carry on your legacy as much as I can. All right, y'all. I got to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have some more news you can use. I got to share some Black history with you, and I got to share Dr. King's message with you. So hang in there. I'll be right back.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it out.
Stash your money somewhere smarter. With 5.05% APY, Pen Air's high yield checking puts your money to work and earning big. Pen Air Credit Union. Join us.
Are you looking to start your education or to change careers? Pensacola State College is the place for you. We offer bachelor's degrees, 2-year degrees, career certificates, and more, ranging from nursing to welding. Apply today. PensacolaState.edu.
Looking for a moment of faith, hope, and connection? Join us for Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson, live on WBQP TV and WBQP Radio. Every first Wednesday of the month from 9 to 10 p.m. Call in, share your prayer request, and receive prayer in real time. Mark your calendar starting February 4th. Prayer, Perspective, Power. Only on WBQP TV and WBQP Radio.
Sonia Bay's Botanicals is a local wellness boutique that specializes in infused fruit juices, medicinal herbal tea remedies, clean hair and body care, and herbal infused sea moss gels, which can be purchased 1 for $25 or 2 for $40. This sea moss contains 92 of the body's 102 essential minerals used to increase energy, relieve pain and inflammation, and improve blood pressure and more. From parasite cleanse to detox and weight loss to blood sugar control, Sonia Bay's Botanicals has a natural solution for you.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Call State Farm agent Arthur Searcy for your personal price plan today.
I remember these. Will I have the money to send my kid to college? Well, that's specific. How long has that been there? 7-letter word for a bank that helps you reach your goals.
Synovus. Order for Synovus?
Thank you.
Are you Synovus?
Yes.
Are you gonna ask or should I?
A solid financial future doesn't happen by chance. Let's talk about your potential today.
I still have a dream.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Parade, live on Blab TV, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
You don't want to miss the citywide celebration, downtown Palafox Street in Pensacola, live on Blab TV.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up.
Viola's Menswear, 2727 West Cervantes Street, Pensacola, Florida. Gentlemen, fine clothing at an affordable price. Suits starting at $139. Dress, shoes, hats, and accessories. Here at Viola's Menswear, 2727 West Cervantes Street, Pensacola, Florida. Call today at 429-7146, 2727 West Cervantes Street in Pensacola, Florida.
This is Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson on your WBQP.
For God in heaven, as we come, Mama would say you have been good by us, that you've kept us and spared us and watched over us when we couldn't watch over ourselves. So we stopped by the way to give you thanks and to let you know that we're yet leaning and depending on you for all things. And dear God, you're our source. You're everything to us. And we confess to you right now of our sins, that your keeping power will keep us, that we may be overcomers in these difficult times which we face. Lord God, this is our prayer as we pray in the belovedness of Jesus' name. Our God, our Lord, our Savior, the one that was crucified, in his name we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
This is Prayer Perspectives by J.O. Gatson on your WBQP.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it.
All right, Pensacola, good morning. Time for Vernon. You know, it's almost time for him to get out of here, but I can't leave here unless I play an excerpt from Dr. King. I promise you that every day I'm playing an excerpt from one of his famous speeches or one of his famous interviews that he's done in order to celebrate the legacy of Dr. King. And we've been doing some great ones. I want to play one that he did with the BBC back in the 60s there. And it is called Overcoming Fears, okay? Called Overcoming Fears. So let's hear from Dr. King in regarding to overcoming fears. You know, his speech's essence is relevant today as it was back then. But listen to these words, okay?
I must confess that there are those moments when I feel a sense of inadequacy as a symbol. It is never easy for one to accept the role of symbolism without going through constant moments of self-examination. And I must confess that there are moments when I begin to wonder whether I am adequate or whether I'm able to face all of the challenges and even the responsibilities of this particular position. I don't think anyone in a situation like this can go through it without confronting moments of real fear. But I have always had something that gave me an inner sense of assurance and an inner sense of security in the final analysis. Even in the moments of loneliness, something ultimately came to remind me that in this struggle, because it is basically right, because it is a thrust forward to achieve something not just for Negro people, but something that will save the whole of mankind. And when I have come to see these things, I always felt a sense of cosmic companionship, so that the loneliness and the fear have faded away because of a greater feeling of security, because of commitment to a moral ideal. Well, in my days in Atlanta as a child, there was a pretty strict system of segregation. For instance, I could not use the swimming pool, so that for a long, long time I could not go in swimming until the YMCA was built, a Negro YMCA, and they had a swimming pool there. But certainly a Negro child in Atlanta could not go to any public park. I could not go to the so-called white schools. There were separate schools. And I attended a high school in Atlanta, which was the only high school for Negroes in the city. And this was a real problem because in Atlanta there are more than 200,000 Negroes. In many of the stores downtown, to take another example, I could not go to a lunch counter to buy a hamburger, a cup of coffee, or something like that. I could not attend any of the theaters. Only there were one or two Negro theaters. They were very small, but they did not get the main pictures. If they got them, they were 2 years late or 3 years late. So that by and large, there was a very strict system of segregation, and there was nothing called racial integration at that time in Atlanta. Well, I started out as a pastor in Montgomery, Alabama, which is a state that adjoins the state of Georgia. After I finished my graduate work in Boston, I returned to Montgomery to pastor a church. After I had been in Montgomery about a year, we had the problem there of facing many indignities and injustices on the city buses. And on the 5th of December in 1955, a Negro woman was arrested, Mrs. Rosa Parks, for refusing to give up her seat for a boarding white male passenger. I think I could say safely that more than 99% of the Negro people of Montgomery rose up with a bit of indignation, a righteous indignation, I would say. And this led to the bus boycott. The Negro citizens decided not to ride the buses until these conditions were changed. They asked me to serve as a spokesman and the president of the Montgomery Improvement Association, and from this time I found myself in a leadership position in the civil rights struggle.
And the bus boycott was, of course, a startling success under your leadership.
Yes, we struggled for 381 days, but at the end of that, we returned to thoroughly integrated buses, and they are integrated today in Montgomery.
Alrighty, y'all. That was an interview that Dr. King gave the BBC, the British Broadcast Corporation, program called Face to Face in 1961. He's talking about overcoming fears, and that was just an excerpt from that entire interview. So you need to go on YouTube or however you get your video sources and pull up the entire speeches. If that don't work for you, just stay tuned to WBQP. We're playing throughout the month of January many of Dr. King famous speeches and his famous interviews. So you'll get a chance. And in fact, tonight, starting around 6 o'clock or so, 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock, I got to go back and look at the schedule, my schedule. But we're playing his speeches tonight at 7 o'clock. Well, after, our voice is coming on at 7 o'clock. So after 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock time frame, we intend to play more of Dr. King's famous speeches and his most famous interviews. So you might want to make sure that you stay tuned to make sure that you get everything done with that. All right, y'all. I tell you, it's been a kind of a busy morning this morning. We got a lot of folks tuned in. If you haven't heard about Mornings with Vernon, okay, and let everybody know and how they can get it. It's very easy. You can just type in rdo.to/WBQP into your phone, okay. In fact, type it into your text it to somebody, and just hit the button. Just click it one time. It'll come up on your phone. When you come up on your phone, just save it to your phone, and you have access to this show and the WBQP radio and WBQP TV 24/7, okay? And if you choose to, you can tune in this program anytime you want to, just by one click of a button. If you just want to choose to listen to the radio station, you can do that, or you can choose to listen to the television station, you can do that. One caveat with our radio station is a little different from everybody else's radio station because we have what we call radio that you can see, okay? When we play our music, if you got a device that you can see it, you can't see it on the radio, you can't see it on Alexa, but you can see it on your phone or you can see it on your computer. But you got those, music video. Everybody got a music video. If there's a music video associated with the song, we play the music video. If not, we'll bring up an album cover or something so you know who's playing and who's doing what. This station specializes in Southern soul, gospel, and religious programs, gospel programming, and we're gonna do some jazz. Keeping in mind that this station is brand new, and we're still in the growing pains of trying to get it formatted the way that we would like for it to be formatted. Okay, so right now it is not a finished product, but it is still pleasurable enough for you to listen to. The music that you used to, this is what I call grown folks radio. All of the oldies and goodies that you grew up with are going to be playing on WBQP. All the modern day Southern soul will be played on WBQP. All of the black gospels, individuals and choirs is going to be played on WBQP. And we also will have a jazz segment coming up. We don't have it right now, but a jazz segment is coming up. And we're going to have the traditional blues shows like Boogie Incorporated. We will have a DJ Chill Will is planning to do a video Southern soul type. Y'all remember the old video soul with Donnie Simpson back in the day of BET? Well, we got a guy by the name of Chill Will. He's gonna do what he call a video Southern soul show. So you just don't want to miss WBQP TV or WBQP radio. You can get it anywhere that you can get anything, except on cable. We're not on the cable systems, okay? But we don't need to be. Everything today is going to streaming, going to your phone, and going to social media. So you can find us there at any time. We're also on this popular streaming formats. We're on Apple TV, we're on Roku TV, we're on Fire TV, we're on Android TV, we're on Google TV, we're on many internet TV formats. If you got a Samsung TV, you can just bring it up there. Just go search for WBQP, and it's there. Okay, it's there. It's just a new way of looking at television today. Okay, it's not your granddaddy's or your grandmama's TV that people don't sit down, and particularly young people don't sit down and look at TV the way we used to look at it. I used to sit there every Tuesday night and wait on Dallas to come on, and if I miss it, I missed it. But or I have to wait a whole week to see it again. You don't have to do that. On any show that you missed on WBQP is archived, and you can have it on demand at any time. Just go to our app, or go to our website, or go to any of those streaming services, and just click on the program that you missed, okay? Or any of the previous programs we have. It's just I love the way the newest technology is going today. Y'all, February is coming up very short, very fast here. for Black History Month, okay? Black History Month. And we're going to be featuring a lot of Black History facts. I didn't get a chance to get my Black History facts in today, but we'll throw in one tomorrow. We were running a series with Dr. Henry Gates on his Black History series, and when we finish that up, we're gonna do some other excerpts from other folks' Black History stuff. So, folks, I just want you to spread the word about Mornings with Vernon, and tell everybody that we're on. We got a brand new radio station, got a new TV station that you've been probably missing out on some great programs. We got a brand new network called the National Net, the National Black Network, NBT, and it has some great programming on it that you hadn't seen before, because this is a brand new network. It's a Black network. Okay, this station is for the people, by the people. You know what it is? It's for Black folks. We're just trying to help out the Black community. That was my original mission in 1992, because I saw a need that we need to have something in our community that we can call our own in the television arena, y'all. All right, y'all, I got to get out of here. My time is up. I thank y'all for putting up with me today. We'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Hopefully, I'm going to be speaking with somebody in Cantonment about the Cantonment parade. We talked to everybody else about the different parades, but I'm hoping to be talking to the organizer of the Cantonment MLK parade sometime tomorrow, so you need to stay tuned. All right, everybody, I love you. As Omar said, and also speaking of Omar, we're going to try to bring Omar back as well, okay? So, but as Omar would say, I love you with a perfect love. And as George Wallace, not the racist George Wallace, but the Black comedian George Wallace said, always would say, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. So, folks, I'll see you tomorrow, 6:30 time frame for Vernon this morning, y'all. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's time for Mornings with Vernon. Yeah. Yeah. Get up now. Come on now. Get up. For Mornings with Vernon. Get up now. Let's go. Get up now. Turn it up now. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it now.
Start your day with Mornings with Vernon on WBQP, Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 9 a.m. Watch on Channel 12 and listen on WBQP Radio on your phone, Alexa, or CarPlay. WB